You know, being a victim of arson, you know, you hear it on the news, and now you hear about it more and more. You know, having it happen to you, it scares the crap out of me. The morning of October 8th, I was awakened about 2:30 in the morning to some sounds in an upstairs condo where I lived, and at first thought it was a dream. Woke up, kind of couldn't get back to sleep. Decided I was gonna go take a sleeping pill. As I was walking to the kitchen, I could hear more noises upstairs. When I heard that, I kind of wasn't sure what to do. Decided to phone 911. They were starting to make more noise. I was on the phone with 911 to the police, reporting a B&E, and all of a sudden I heard a window break. And at first I thought it was them breaking a window, and I turned, looked out my front window, and it was kind of like out of a sci-fi movie. It was nothing but embers raining down in front of the window. Told the 911 operator that I think they started my place on fire. She immediately said, you know, can you get out? I looked out the front door, was still on the phone with 911, and all I could think of was to grab a blanket and throw it over top of me and get outside. I was in the house by myself, got outside. My first reaction was my neighbors. Our houses were about 10 feet apart from each other. The neighbors have two very young kids, and ran over there, started pounding on the door till I seen the light come on. By then, my house, the top floor was fully engulfed. It looked like an explosion came out of there. I could hear the sirens coming from the back, in the background, and by the time the neighbors woke up, there was a fire truck. A guy threw on some tanks on his back, jumped out of the fire truck and headed for the door. Went right past me, didn't ask me if there was anybody home or anything. Immediately he kicked down the door, or broke it down with an axe, I assume. Within another minute, the firemen had water going onto the house, and immediately started dousing it with hoses. At that point, I kind of sat back. Paramedics showed up, the police showed up. The paramedics immediately, you know, made sure I was all right. They checked me out, made sure I didn't breathe in too much smoke. At that point, it became very real, watching the firemen go to work. They, without hesitation, you know, were inside the house that was burning down around themselves. I heard an alarm go off, and all the firemen's chests started lighting up, and the paramedics said they're pulling the firemen out of the house because there's danger. And guys came out, and without even a second, they were putting ladders up against the house and taking axes and fire hoses up the side of the house. It was like a machine. You know, by the time we kind of settled down, about an hour later, the fire was out, and, you know, no other houses were damaged and nobody was hurt. From the time I started the phone call at, it was 2:39, we recorded this. The fire department was there within 4 minutes, and that doesn't count the time that I was on the phone with the police first. So within 3 minutes, they were at my house, and a person going in the door and then putting water on my house. You know, it was phenomenal that they showed up that quickly and responded. There wasn't a hesitation in that guy's body about going in that front door, which was amazing. You know, they're true heroes.